Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So, quick review, long-term review of my Contrail Flight Level 410P bag that I've had. As it turns out, I lied to you in my previous video. My Luggage Works Carbon has seen over 2 years of line operations. So that's over 1,500 flight hours. The bag is in amazing shape considering 2 years. Well, same thing can be said for my Contrail. It's amazing. It's in such good condition. It's actually impressive. From a long-term review standpoint, you would expect maybe in 2 years of operations, things started to break, started falling apart, something like that. Not really. I didn't unload it, so bag is still a bit heavy. We do have some wear on the bottom tabs, which are replaceable. They're meant to be replaced. Now, the wear is not too great. It's not too bad. We do have a little bit of wear along this part right here. Depending on how I'm carrying the bag, the strap may be not tight enough, and it's flexing a little bit, extending just a little bit too far down, causing a little bit of contact with the ground. So that's a little bit of an issue, but that's on me though. That's not on the bag. Perhaps if it had additional protection right over here, it would mitigate with that problem. But outside of that, the entirety of the bag, as far as I know, is intact. I couldn't, nothing comes to mind. And of course, if something breaks, it'll easily come to mind. Of course, being a coffee lover, it's seen quite a bit of coffee spills as a byproduct of the mug occasionally not sealing properly. Now, outside of the occasional coffee spill, that's about it. I'll clean it off, of course, once I get to the room. I unload it and wipe the interior clean. But the handle is nice and strong and sturdy, and these I thought maybe would tear at this connection point right here because this bag can get pretty heavy. And then I connect it with the straps to my carbon, but no, everything has remained rather strong. This part is what I thought would be a weak spot, and it would start to tear, and it didn't. So it's really valuable from the standpoint of long-term review that after this much operational experience and amount of flights, it's in such good condition. It's also doesn't leave me with much to say about it, but I wanted to show you here in the flight deck. So to those of you that might be wondering, the Boeing 737 aircraft, captain's side over here. So this is where we are, and then this, right here in this cubby, that's where the bag goes. It stays fine over there. It's a bit smaller than the hole, so takeoff and landing, it can slide it a little bit, but not that bad. The other bag I wanted to do an update on is my cooler bag, the Stealth variant. And I bought it at the same time. All of these bags were purchased at the same time 2 years ago. I'm a little bit shocked with regards to the time. And it's also doing outstanding. Outstanding, because this one doesn't even come close to the ground. It looks new. Now, I will say this. The one aspect that has fallen apart is the handle itself, where you hold on to it. I thought the stitching would have been strong enough, but as it turns out, it's not. So it's ripping a little bit. So I'll have to either get somebody to stitch this back together, because it's going through leather and the handle itself. So it'll be a bit of a difficult, not exactly just with a needle. I think you need a machine for this. But it still clips and it still works. It's just coming off, ripping a little bit on the bottom. Again, this bag, the cooler bag, hasn't seen as much flight time as those because I cannot pack my food every single trip due to family dynamics. Lots of times it just doesn't work out. And there are lots of last-minute trips where that's not going to work out as well. Now, as far as the interior of it, it has also remained intact. I guess as you would expect. I wonder if you've had this cooler bag, let me know. I'm sure you can get 10 years out of it, no problem. Unless you just routinely throw it about. I don't know. So, long-term review of these bags has been incredibly favorable. As you would expect, the materials and the construction, I think, over time really have gotten to a level that make them last a long time. And that's it. Just wanted to show you these, and I'll see you soon. Till next time.